Reese, the Training Programs Manager at Dayton Superior. I'm super excited to have you meet our experts as long as our product, both new and existing. So excited to walk that through with you. So if you haven't been to a Training Tuesday before, well, why not? Just kidding. Get out there and sign up on DaytonSuperior.com for the next one. We'll be back at it at 1 p.m. Eastern time. But enough about that. Let's talk about what is going on right here, right now. We're, like I said, in the booth of Dayton Superior, Central Hall 4663. We're going to talk to those product experts that I was referring to. We're going to talk about new products and our existing and what we've been doing with them. And what's really exciting this year is we're going to be doing demonstrations. We already started it today at 9:30. They'll be today, tomorrow, and Thursday, all day until 3 o'clock. So come out to the booth and check it out. But before we get to our product experts and talking about things, I want to do a little discussion about Dayton Superior and who we are. A lot of you may only know us for accessories or for chemicals or for forming and shoring, but we do it all. We are the single source provider for you, for the concrete construction industry. We can provide that building solutions package with those products I just mentioned, but not only that, we can provide you with engineering services. The engineering team is fantastic, and they are there for you to help with bridge deck, precast, tilt up, and custom solutions for forming. Not only that, but as you probably know and have talked to them, customer service team is always there and able to help you with advice on any of our products or solutions. We've got a sales organization for you, for your region, as well as the technical sales representatives. Now, what is that? They are the technical group that can help you with technical questions. And then lastly, the thing that's really near and dear to my heart is the training program. We're doing one right now. Training Tuesday is live, quick 30-minute sessions on Tuesday, obviously, usually at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We give you quick, insightful, with topics that matter to you for the concrete construction industry with our various experts so that you can see what's going on and talk to them with a question and answer at the end. So sign up now at DaytonSuperior.com. Okay, let's hit it. We're going to go over here and we're going to talk to my friend Holly Jurgens, and she is the Director of Chemical Engineering for Dayton Superior. Hi, Holly.
Hi, Heidi.
She's going to talk to us about the products, our portfolio, what's going on, and some other good things. And then in addition, I mentioned those demonstrations, right? So we've got Nathan Gooch hanging out behind you, and we'll see him in a little bit. And he's going to be doing a demonstration of the Superior wall finish.
Right, one of our new products.
Yeah. So Holly, take it away. What do we got?
All right. So as Heidi mentioned, we have lots of our chemical products in the booth this week. Right behind me is our epoxy display, and back by our tilt wall, we've got our powders and liquids. So those are our three main groups: powders, liquids, and epoxies. We have 24 product categories and 137 unique products within those categories. So today we've got our legacy products on display, new products, and some of our current products that have gotten a few upgrades.
Yep. It's exciting. I love new products. We've got existing, like you said. Show us what's going on. What is this?
So one of our current products, a Kana level, 50-pound bag, right? Super light.
She's been pumping iron, my friend.
We've been able to do some upgrades to that. So we've got some greater strength for you, better adhesion. It's going to have a quicker moisture evaporation rate. So if you've got moisture sensitive flooring you want to put down, you can put it down a lot sooner. It's got a real smooth surface appearance. So it's really been upgraded to look pretty great.
That's fantastic. So repair mortars.
Yep. So we also have our DOT Rapid Repair.
Another heavy bag.
Right. And it comes in both neat and pre-extended. It's a high strength rapid set horizontal repair mortar. It's polymer modified, and it's got an integral corrosion inhibitor to kind of help prevent any kind of corrosion issues for rebar in your surface whenever you're doing a patch.
Fantastic. Okay, we can't forget about the liquids.
Right.
I see we've got a J26 weather worker here in our booth. Come check it out. Tell us more.
So Weather Worker 10% J26 WB is one of the products we're going to be doing a demo on at the booth here at 4663. It's a siloxane product. So if you're not familiar with siloxanes, siloxanes, they're really neat. So it's a 10% siloxane. And what it does is when you spray that down, it goes into the top layer of the concrete and it mixes with that moisture to form a nice weather tight film. Still going to be breathable, but it's going to prevent anything from getting down into your concrete. So it's going to have any kind of protection against salt intrusion. If you live in those states, the roads get all salted during the wintertime, like Ohio, where our corporate office is.
Where we
live. It's going to protect everything underneath that surface, and it's going to give you a great finished look to it.
Yeah, it's very nice. So type 1L cement. I've heard a lot of things out in the market. We got some challenges going on with that.
We
Do
do. So we have some products to help with
Okay.
type 1L cement. Thankfully, as a distributor, we're not exactly facing a lot of issues with that, but our contractors are having a really hard
Yeah.
time. So we do have some products to help with the type 1L cement. As it becomes more popular, products like finishing aids and evaporation retarders are going to be extremely important. So we have an evaporation retarder called Aquafilm Concentrate J74. What that does is it's going to help keep that bleed water on your surface. You have proper time to finish your concrete surface. So it's a really
Fantastic.
great product to help with that type 1L cement issue with those faster dry times that they're experiencing.
That's great. So we need to remember our epoxies. One of my
yes.
favorite, yep, this guy right here, Pro Anchor Elite.
So Pro Anchor Elite is our IATMO approved anchoring adhesive. It's good for use in cracked and uncracked concrete. It's got UL certifications. That means it's safe for use around drinking water. It can actually be used in dry, water saturated, or water filled holes. We also have a software on our website called Anchor Design Pro that you can use to see how much product you actually need for your job.
Great. You got that? Okay.
So on top of that, we also have our Propoxy 400. And Heidi, where is it now made?
USA, baby.
Yeah, so the Propoxy 400 is now made in the United States, which means it is Build America, Buy America compliant or BABA compliant. We've done some upgrades to it. So the product now goes down to a negative 15 degrees Celsius or 5 degrees Fahrenheit. It also has greater strength and modulus, so it's a really tough anchoring adhesive for all weather conditions.
Great information. I love what we're doing with our existing products. You know, they're tried and true, but we got to keep up with our competitors and make it real for
making those updates.
Exactly. But I know that you've been working really hard for new products.
Yes.
So what's going on as far as new products?
Right. So we do have some new products from 2023. Some of those new products actually were launched with a new brand. So we have a new brand called Casika. It's our repair and restoration brand for residential and commercial building, and it includes 2 of our new products. So we do have construction adhesive, and then we have our Alpha One. So Alpha One and construction adhesive are MS hybrids. Are you familiar with MS hybrids?
I am a little bit, but they're better for the marketplace.
They
Because
are.
why? What kind of chemistry is going on?
So Alpha One and construction adhesive are considered MS hybrids or modified silane hybrids.
That's a mouthful. That's why I didn't remember that.
They're also considered polyether hybrids. So what's common on the market right now is polyurethanes, which are also a polyester. So the difference there is that these polyethers are going to give you better moisture and water resistance, which you'll see if you come to one of our Alpha One demos this week at the booth. Also, they have great weathering and temperature resistance. So they're going to maintain that flexibility at low temperatures, which is really great whenever you've got projects going on, especially up north in Canada. So it's a really great product for that. So these are 2 of our new products along with our superior wall finish, which we're about to demo. So we have, as Heidi mentioned, Nathan Gooch, who is our associate product manager, and we're going to go do a demo live here at the booth right now.
Fun. Let's go watch.
All right. So superior wall finish is one of our new products. It is a reprofiling cement mortar that's going to give you a nice smooth surface. It's going to fill any bug holes, any form marks, any of those surface blemishes. So we're going to see what Nathan can do with this puppy, and we're going to start by mixing it up for our trowel. So we do have water mix ratios that we suggest for using with the superior wall finish. However, you can mix it to really anything that you want. So it's going to come down to what desired consistency you like, whether that's thin drywall mud or smooth peanut butter. So you're just going to mix the amount needed for the space you're covering with a trowel. And once it's at your desired consistency, you can actually start applying it. So you can see here, Nathan's just simply mixing up with a trowel in a small dish. He's doing a small area, so he's able to mix up just a small amount and then save the rest that comes out of that bag. So if you're going to use a trowel, the superior wall finish is going to go down super smooth. You can put it down to a feather edge finish. You can put it as deep as about 2 inches. So if you're working in horizontal, vertical, or overhead orientation, you're able to put it down super, super thin or thick. If you've got some of those deeper pock marks that you're going to see, maybe you've got accidental tool gouging going on around your job site, you're able to fill those with the superior wall finish. So the product doesn't need a primer. You'll notice that he's not putting a primer down. All you have to do is use that trowel and you can work the product easily, filling in any holes, covering those marks you no longer see on your finished surface. The product is moisture insensitive. and it's tested to CDPH version 1.2. So it can be used both externally and internally. There's going to be no shrink back, no dusting, and a nice smooth or stucco textured finish for your reprofiling surface, depending on what you'd like. So as you can see, Nathan is applying it with a trowel. So you just put some product on your trowel and you're going to run it across your surface to whatever thickness that you need. It's going to go down super smooth and it's going to have that nice feather edge finish to it. The product itself is pretty fluffy. So when you get a bag, it looks like it's in a 50-pound bag, but it's actually only 30 pounds of material. We also have 10-pound bags available in the marketplace. So he's able to just run that trowel nice and smooth over that surface. And you can see that it's covering up all of those marks on that cement board and providing a nice smooth surface. So he's going to finish patching up that corner up there. And then you just smooth it out with your trowel and you're good to go. If you're looking for something a little different, I mentioned that you can actually get a nice stucco textured finish. So you can apply this Superior Wall finish using a roller. And using that roller, you're still going to cover your blemishes, but it's going to leave you with that nice textured look instead of that smooth surface. So maybe you want a little bit more character to your surface whenever you're applying this. While smooth is always great, sometimes we like a little texture in life. This is totally up to your preference on that final look. If you decide to use a roller and you don't like how it looks, you can simply go back over it with a trowel and you'll get that nice smooth surface. So it's just got a little bit more of a natural look to it if you like the natural look of a concrete surface. And then you don't have to worry about getting it super smooth. One of the products that we currently have in our portfolio that's good for horizontal use if you're going to be on a wearing surface is actually our thin resurfacer. So while the Superior Wall finish can go down on a horizontal surface, it's not the greatest in terms of actually providing abrasion resistance. So if you have forklift traffic or something like that, you're really going to want to use that thin resurfacer because it's going to give you the compressive strength. The Superior Wall finish has about 3,000 PSI in compressive strength, but it's not going to hold up long-term against things such as heavy wheeled traffic. Your final option that Nathan is going to demonstrate is to use a sponge. So no matter how you choose to apply it, Superior Wall finish can be applied, as I mentioned, horizontally, vertical, or overhead. But it all comes down to what you want your final texture to look like. And again, if you decide you want to give it a try with a sponge or with a roller and you don't like it, simply go back over it with that trowel and you'll have that nice smooth surface that you can see at the top of the sample board. Now, Nathan has spent some time putting together some different water ratios. We do suggest water ratios for applying it in these different ways whenever you're looking at the technical data sheet on DaytonSuperior.com. If you decide that that texture is not what you like, just add a little bit of powder, add a little bit of water to get what you need to be able to apply it with the tool you decide to use. All right, Nathan, that looks great. So if you have any questions for Nathan, please go up and see him and ask him about Superior Wall finish. We do have a sample of it for you to see if you'd like to see what it looks like when it's dry. All right, so thank you to Nathan for showing us the great benefits of the Superior Wall finish. Now we're going to head back to Heidi real quick to talk a little bit more about the different things that Dayton can do to help you on your projects. So on top of demos like this, we also have our Alpha 1, our J26WB, some accessories and tilt works and slab work demos going on in the booth this week. But we also have hands-on training, which Heidi and Chuck put together for us.
Yeah, we do. And we also have like the Cody clip battery operated. You're going to see it in just a minute. That'll be demonstrated, as well as the bar lock for hybrid grout sleeve. Almost forgot the name, sleeve lock and taper lock machine behind me. But let's talk about chemicals again. I know that we have a chemical lab.
We do.
So I wanted you to tell the people out there about it.
All right. Chemical lab is one of my favorite places to be. It's where I started my career at Dayton Superior. So on top of Heidi and Chuck using it for the hands-on trainings for both our internal and external customers, We also have an engineering team that uses it as a hub for new product development and application field trials so that we can make sure that the products that you're getting are going to work the way they should be, both out in the field as opposed to what we're doing in the lab. And we also have our chemical technical sales rep team, so our TSRs. So they're your chemical experts, as Heidi mentioned earlier, and they're going to help you pick the right product for your job, give you job site support, and answer any technical questions you might have.
You're right. So not only do we have chemicals, I also mentioned precast and tilt up. Thank you, honey.
Yep.
But
Lots of TSRs floating around. A lot of them are here. So if you have any
I'm
questions,
actually
come
looking
on
at
down
you
to the
right
booth.
now. So
Yeah.
they're like making faces at me. So it's fantastic. Okay. So what else can you tell me about? Who else do we have that can assist? And
Right.
compliance options on the website? What
Yep.
else? Yep.
So we have an entire engineering team that is there to help not only obtain, but maintain any kind of compliances such as BABA,
Mhm.
or if you've got LEED certifications, IAPMA reports, and then our DOT approvals, which we actually just put a really cool tool on our website.
I love it. For
Yeah.
Build America, Buy America, the BABA that she referenced, you can go out there and plug in the state, see all the products that are compliant in your area. And then
Yep.
you know and trust that it's compliant.
Yep. So we actually have a person that's dedicated to making sure that we have all of our DOT approvals updated and on that interactive map. And with that map, we have other tools that include a cross-reference tool. So you always know which Dayton product to choose for your job. And then if there's something that's missing from our product portfolio, you can actually put in a product submission idea. So you can tell us what you're looking for and what we need to add to our portfolio to make sure that Dayton has everything you need for your job.
Yep. And I'm going to do a shout out to that special someone that you said handles the DOT and
Oh, yes.
BABA, because she said, congrats and good luck for this today. So, hey, Sarah.
Sarah, we love you.
Now we're going to head on over and we're going to talk to Chuck that you had mentioned. What if you don't know Chuck? Let's go meet him.
All right. Thanks, Heidi.
Thanks, Holly. Thank you, Nate. See you later. All right. So Chuck is our national training manager. He knows it all. And I work with him so much, whether he likes it or not. And we're going to go talk with him about everything that is not chemical, because we heard it all from Holly. So hi, Mr. Chuck.
Hi, Heidi. How are you today?
Good. So Chuck is going to be here in the booth. So if you want to come on down to Central Hall 4663 and try to stump him with questions, I would love that. And if you do stump him, I want to hear about it, because
All
it's
right.
very, very hard. Okay,
So-
Chuck, what's going on?
So Heidi, we're here at booth 4663, Central Hall. So let's talk about some of the new products that we've got showing here. We have our new Cody Clip gun being offered in this booth right now.
No cords.
No cord attached. It runs off an 18-volt platform from Metabo. The clip actually is a polycarbonate clip, which is the same clip it used before. Now, the polycarbonate material is
Made out of bulletproof glass.
it's the
So
same
super
material,
sturdy.
strong material. You'll also see that it will attach to rebar.
What kind of rebar?
Well, rebar is, let's see, plain,
Uh-huh.
epoxy coated,
Uh-huh.
galvanized, hot dip galvanized, stainless.
Am I going to run out of fingers here?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
GFR and FRP.
Okay.
So you can connect all rebar with this one single clip.
That's awesome.
So while we're talking about rebar, let's talk about mechanical splicing that we have on hand here. We have Mr. Keys over here running our taper lock machine. Taper lock machine is probably one of the fastest threading systems in the marketplace to make a mechanical coupler. So come on down. He's going to be doing demos all week for that product line. And then we also have our bar lock and our dowel bar substitute that are also available. Now, all three of those systems, based off of specifications for the project and rebar type, can actually achieve up to a type 2 splice.
Awesome.
So let's talk about one of the older products in this business. No, and I don't mean me.
Oh, Chuck.
I'm probably am one of the older products in this business,
I
but
consider you more a service than a product.
we have our C49 overhang bracket.
That's the bobs. I love the bobs. Bridge over.
BOPs.
Yep.
Now, the bridge overhang brackets you see mounted here were developed in the early 1980s. They basically migrated from the original C49s or C50s, which were non-adjustable, to the C49, which is fully adjustable now. So now we have 30 inches to 50-inch vertical adjustment on our standard and 50 to 7 on our deep brackets. You also have part of the whole system actually is we are talking about we have to have hangers that go along with the system. They actually support the overhang brackets.
Here's one.
As you can see here, we have different types of hangers here.
And why are the ends different?
Well, you see the different clips
Yeah.
here on the ends. This 45-degree clip here is designed to hold the overhang bracket. The 90-degree clips that you see here and here actually hold forming units to actually hold up lumber for forming up your interior base. And we can also attach a special clip on the end based off of whether or not it is for steel beam or precast. So we can accommodate any of the beams that are out there. So with that, we also have the third step of that. We have engineering.
Mhm.
Our engineering basically is we can calculate a sheet out where will tell you what the spacing of the brackets will be, whether it be 1 foot, 2 foot, 3 foot, 4 foot. Typically, bracket spacing typically runs up to about 4 foot on average. Usually they don't go much higher than that, primarily because lumber is the deciding factor. So our engineering department is available and we have that system online.
And it's fantastic. They're one of the largest, like I said earlier, they can provide PE stamps.
Yep.
And it really does save you time and money for all the bridge deck blueprints and whatnot that you need, right?
Every need for every
Yeah.
bridge, every state requires a pour sequence. So let's say bridge deck is not your key, but let's say
My
we have
my cup of tea?
not your cup of tea.
You know that.
We've got forming.
Forming.
So we're going to talk about vertical forming.
Okay.
Vertical forming, we have steel ply,
That's
originated in 1956, 57.
That's the hand.
That is
form?
that's handset gang form. It is the first steel framed wood face system in the US. From that, we actually have migrated to Simply, which is actually steel ply on steroids. It's a little bit heavier, strong. It's a little bit stronger, a little bit wider on the panel. So it's actually a little bigger and you don't have to have as many ties.
What's really cool about those two systems is that they're fully compatible with each other, which makes it great.
Yes,
Yeah.
they do.
Yep.
And then we also have Maxiform for those heavy civil jobs, for bridge deck, wastewater treatment plants, any type of large concrete pour. It's a heavy duty steel form. Its capacity is up to 2,500 PSI.
Nice.
And we also have Power Max, which is our column form system, which matches up to our steel form. That system is readily available and on display here at our booth.
Come check it out. Booth 4663 in Central Hall.
So let's talk about shoring right now. Since we talked vertical, might as well talk horizontal.
What you got?
We got Frame Fast.
Okay. What else?
Frame Fast is a frame system. We have Shore Fast. Shore Fast is basically a post shore system. We got Deck Fast, which is a panelized deck system, which goes up extremely
So our names are like very intuitive.
intuitive. Yes, it's amazing. And we have Drop Head.
And what does that do?
And what happens is once you form that up, you can pour your concrete. You can drop the formwork down for stripping, ease of strippability. So that's why it's called Drop
Okay.
Head.
Yep.
So with that, come on down and see we got with those products are readily available. Let's move over to the precast side of
All
the
right.
business. We have our Swift Lift system.
That's the thing called dog bone. I
Dog
love
bone
that
system.
name. It's so funny to me.
And you see that used mostly in your light civil contract construction. Then we have our Fleet Lift system, which is our flat plate system. Now that system is actually designed for use and application of panel systems, panelized precasters. And then we have utility anchor. And the utility anchor is designed for use by
I'm guessing the utility precasters.
utility
Yes.
precasters.
What do I
Exactly.
win? What do I win?
Uh,
A hug?
A
Okay,
hug
I'll
for
get over here.
I'll buy you a drink tonight.
Oh, I love my bourbon.
There you go. The last thing we're going to talk about is let's talk about tilt up.
Okay. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about our tilt-up wall back here. If you have not seen it, you need to come down to booth 4663. It's an interactive tilt wall that can show you all the products that he's about to tell you about within the wall itself. And, you know, we work with cement, so it's really hard to see products because they're typically covered over with, you know, cement and concrete. So he's going to tell you what you can see in this display.
In this display here, you're gonna see the lifting anchors and devices. You're gonna also see bracing anchors. You're gonna also see bear cap bolts for use in application. And you'll also see braces being put in place. And that's one thing here, that we have a complete bracing solution for every package, whether or not be you're bracing to a dead man, to the panel slab, or to the helical ground anchor. So stop on down, take a look at any of those.
And PS, we train on all of those. So just keep that in mind that we can provide training for you.
And one other thing you'll see in our booth is insulated wall panels. We'll have the Delta tie being shown here in our panel today. But, you know, that's been around for a few years for basically holding the insulation within the panel. But now we also have.
Oh, sorry, I missed my cue. We just acquired HK Composites. You can see it maybe behind them, but we're super excited. They're also here at the World of Concrete in booth 4042 around the corner. We have some information here, so you can come talk to us. They are an insulated panel tie manufacturer. So between Dayton Superior and them combining together, we're going to be sure to get some great results from that. So stay tuned.
And we also have to put all this together. We have our TiltWorks engineers.
Yes, we do.
And you see that demoing here all day. So we have TiltWorks with SlabWorks and with BridgeWorks, all combined into one system for every contractor's need and application.
Yes, it's fantastic. So I want to tell you that I am happy to always talk with you. Yeah, thank you for that.
Yeah.
And I'm going to see you later, okay?
Okay.
Thanks, Mr. Chuck. You too, bye-bye. All right, now we're going to move on and we're going to talk to Mr. Carol Bourbano. He is our representative for Simons. I cannot do two things at once, apparently. And he is for Simons. He's a dealer sales manager, Carol Bourbano. His territories consist of South America, Latin America, and the Caribbean. And we thought it'd be nice that you could talk to your customer base briefly and quickly and tell them all about it and come on down to the booth. So Carol.
Okay, thank you, Heidi,
Talk
for the
away.
opportunity to address to my customers in Spanish. I really appreciate that. Thank you.
Fantastic.
Ok, gracias. Mi nombre es Carol Bourbano, como dijo Heidi. Soy gerente internacional de Dayton Superior y mi territorio se basa en Centroamérica, Suramérica y el Caribe. Hoy vamos a hablar de tres sistemas muy importantes que tenemos, que son sistemas de encofrado. El principal de nosotros, el Steel Fly, que todos conocemos, que es un sistema mano portante, marco de acero, cara de madera, para 1000 libras por pie cuadrado. Tenemos más de 2 millones de metros cuadrados en toda Latinoamérica y es un sistema que se utiliza desde hace mucho tiempo y es uno de los que mejores se han comportado a través del mercado. Igualmente es un sistema reutilizable, se puede alquilar o se puede vender. Y lo tenemos pues aquí en el stand, por favor, si pueden venir aquí al stand, los esperamos en el Central Hall. Y estamos disponibles pues toda la feria. Ahora, vamos a hablar de otro sistema que se llama el Maxiform STS, que tenemos aquí en la parte de arriba. El Maxiform es un sistema de 2000 libras por pie cuadrado, sistema de alta resistencia, de acero de alta resistencia, el cual sirve para estructuras pesadas, puentes, es autosoportante para estructuras pesadas y puede utilizarse también hidroeléctricas, muros, en todo tipo de construcción. El otro sistema que tenemos es el Max Tower Max, que es el sistema de encofrado también para columnas, el cual lo hemos desarrollado nuevamente con nuevos elementos, especialmente con elementos horizontales de alta resistencia, también 2000 libras por pie cuadrado. Igualmente tiene orejas para poderlo levantar y es un sistema también utilizado para cualquier columnas, cualquier tema de pilotes y cualquier estructuras pesadas. Entonces los invitamos a todos a que nos visiten aquí en nuestro stand y le agradecemos a todos los clientes que siempre nos han atendido muy bien en Dayton Superior. Muchas gracias.
Thank you, Carol, so much.
I appreciate it.
Well, I appreciate you.
Thank you for the opportunity. Thank you.
Absolutely. So hang out with me here as I close it out.
Okay.
I want to thank all of you for streaming live right now. Hi back home. I know you're watching. I appreciate that, I think. And thank you. If you are here in Las Vegas, come see us. Really, it's going to be fun to talk with you. We're in booth Central Hall 4663. Be sure to watch the demonstrations. Get on DaytonSuperior.com. I'm going to send you an email with all of these links that we talked about so that it'll be easy for you to get to the things that you need the most. So get out there and sign up for the next Training Tuesday. Until next Tuesday, have a great one.
Thank you. Thank you.